and welcome to this video, how to plan a children's birthday party. My name is Russell Leeds. I'm actually MD for Non-Stop Kids Entertainment. We run over 2,000 parties every year, as well as providing entertainment for some of the biggest entertainment companies in the UK, such as Alton Towers, Conker's Theme Park, Cadbury World. So we know a thing or two about planning a children's party. And what we thought we'd do is put together this video to give you all the tips and tricks on how to do it yourself. A lot of parents don't want to hire in people to come and do it, and they want to do it themselves, and this video is for you. So basically we're looking at a children's party from a children aged between 3 and about 10, and all the tips on how to plan that party. So the first question people always ask me is, how long should the party run for? Well, we recommend 2 hours. I think 2 hours is probably the perfect length for a party, and I'm going to go kind of through what we recommend as a good format for that party. So first of all, it's really important, if you're doing it yourself, you need some sort of music system, whether it be, you know, a high-powered docking station or a small PA system you can borrow off a school or a friend, but you need some sort of music because you're going to want some atmosphere at the party. So what you want the music playing before the kids arrive, and in the first sort of 15 minutes or so of the party, people will start to drift in. If you're having the party, say, 3 till 5, people won't all be there at 3. They'll start arriving at 3. So we recommend for the first sort of 15 minutes, have the music on. Kids will be arriving, you've got the atmosphere because you've got the music playing, because everyone walks through the door, they'll have a fun time running around, things like that, and just let them have a bit of a blast, first 15 minutes. After that, you're going to want to go into some entertainment, which I'll talk about more in a bit, and you're going to want to run that sort of entertainment for about 40 minutes. Then it's a great time to have a break for food. You'll need about half an hour for this. That will include the cutting of the cake, giving all the kids their food, and at the end of it, you're going to be doing some more entertainment through to the end of the party, and then you're going to hand out the party bags. So that's kind of the rough format for the party. 15 minutes play and disco, or music, 45 minutes of entertainment, break for food, and then about half an hour of entertainment at the end of the party. So the next question, of course, is what is the entertainment? Well, we're at Non-Stop Kids, we provide all different sorts of entertainment. We do magic shows, we do Elsa's, Frozen parties, pirate parties, superhero parties, we do discos, do party games. What I would recommend you doing, if you want to run it yourself, I'd recommend doing the party games. The games are the easiest thing to run. You don't have to learn anything special. You can just go into the games. I'll give you a few tips as well on what games to play, what works, what doesn't work, so on and so forth. First of all, I would recommend not doing anything overly complicated. If you're going to play games that involve lots of instructions and getting the kids to line up into teams and things like that, it's just going to turn into chaos unless you've got everyone helping you. So the easiest sort of games to play are sort of dancing games. So I'll give you a few examples. Dancing games, sort of action dances, you probably know them yourselves, things like Superman, the Music Man, and basically you're going to do the actions with the kids, get them to copy you, hokey cokey, things like that. You get really involved, they get involved, you can run it on your own, you don't have to be getting them into lines of height order and anything complicated like that. So action dances are a really fun thing to do. Another type of game that we'd recommend is some of the classics like musical statues, musical dares. We play all our games non-elimination, but with a little bit of thinking around it, you can sort of come up with ways on how to reward the people that are doing it first. So say musical dares, you can give out sweets to whoever sits down the fastest. Musical bumps, give out sweets to whoever sits down the fastest rather than eliminating people. Once you start eliminating people, again, it turns the party into chaos. So you want to do games that don't eliminate people. A lot of music games are good fun. Like I say, musical dares, musical bumps. Also, if you ever go to like a holiday park and you see games that they play that are good, like for instance, Go Fetch. Go Fetch is a great game where basically you say, go fetch a 10p coin, and all the kids have to run off and get a 10p coin. It involves the adults as well, so that's a really good game to play. But games are definitely the way to go for the entertainment. Next question a lot of people ask us is, how many children should I invite? Well, we recommend, if you're going to invite kids, you don't want to leave anyone out, so you're probably best off inviting the whole class. So you're probably looking at about, most of the parties we do, people invite about 30 children. You probably won't get everyone arrive, but be prepared as well to have younger brothers and sisters come along as well, because parents that bring the kids, they'll normally bring the siblings with them. So be aware of that. But I'd probably recommend, if I were you, inviting everyone in the class or all their friends at nursery or wherever they are at the time, so you're not leaving anyone out. And to be honest, with the games and the style of party that I'm recommending, it actually helps having more kids because it creates more of an atmosphere and it's a lot more fun. So you've planned your party, you've got your entertainment sorted, you've got your numbers sorted, you know who's coming. Where are you going to have the party? Good question that a lot of people ask. There's two options. Option number one is you have the party at your home. This option's great if you've got a home with a bit of space. You don't need masses and masses of space, you know, to run a party with games and things like that. So you can have it at home. Negative having it at home is that obviously at the end, you know, the house is normally a bit of a state all over. The kids are going to be everywhere. It's going to be a bit chaotic. The other option is that you hire somewhere like a village hall. It's probably the recommended option for what I would do if I was planning a party. I probably would have it in a village hall. If you're going to have it in a village hall, make sure that you decorate the area outside. So I'll put balloons there and things like that so people can easily find it, and be sure to put the full address and postcode on the invitations. One other thing to mention, if you do have it at home, you could have the party outside, which is a great option if the party's in the summer. But if you are going to plan that, make sure you have a contingency plan, because what you don't want to be doing is, you know, outside in the rain. We are in England after all, you know, you never know. You don't want to be outside in the rain, so make sure that you have got space inside, even if you're planning on having it outside, so you know you're not going to be left with a lot of wet children and, you know, not having much fun. So that's the venue. If you do hire a village hall, most village halls are quite cheap. The village hall near me, and I know a lot of people that, you know, obviously our clients that hire village halls, you are often looking at only £10 an hour, and you can hire the hall for 3 hours, half an hour before and half an hour after, in order to set up and pack away. So you know, you're looking at 30-40 quid really is what I would sort of look at for hiring a hall. So that's your hall sorted. Food, very, very important part of the party. You've got to have food, and as well as food, I'm going to talk to you about what time to have the party as well. See, what I think makes sense is if you're going to have food at the party, you might as well have it as one of the meals. So you've got 2 meals in the day. You're not going to have it for breakfast. So you've either got your lunch or you've got your dinner. So if you're going to have it for lunch, an 11 till 1 party, 11 AM to 1 PM is perfect time slot. You've got your food right there at 12 o'clock, right in the middle of the party. It is lunchtime. It's not an extra random meal that you're thrown into the middle of the day, whereas if you have a party, say 1 till 3, they're all having this extra meal at 2 o'clock. They've already had their lunch, they're already going to have their dinner, so why are they eating again in the middle of the day? Doesn't make sense. Of course, if you want to go the later time, you can maybe have like a 4 till 6 party and then have your dinner at 5 o'clock, which also would work really, really well. Few options to go for on the food that I'd recommend. First option is get someone to do it for you. I did this at my daughter's party recently. We live near a McDonald's, so literally I just got orders off the kids. What Happy Meal do you want? It's like £2 for a Happy Meal. 20 kids came. I think it cost us about 45 quid. Food was absolutely sorted, including the drinks, and I didn't have to do anything, so it was nice and easy. However, it is a bit unhealthy, so you might want to go for something a little bit healthier, so you can do it yourself. If you're going to do it yourself, you've got the traditional buffet style, where basically you throw all the food on a big table and let the kids help themselves. That's one option. Or the other option is to make up snack boxes. With snack boxes, you find you're often going to get less waste. So you get your little boxes you can buy from places like Asda or Home Bargains, and just put in there some sandwiches, some crisps, a little bit like a lunchbox really for school. You can put them in a little sort of snack box and hand them all out to the kids. If you are going to do that, just be careful to get the dietary requirements, just in case anyone's allergic to something or, you know, needs gluten free. So you just want to check that with the parents beforehand. But that's probably what I would recommend doing with the food. If you're going to do the food, get someone else to do it, or make the snack boxes. I think they're the best ways to go. One last quick tip I'm going to give you before I go, because this is only a short video. When you have the kids arrive, get someone like you know, a friend or another mom to sit on the door, inviting the children as they come through. And you want them to do 2 things. First of all, you get them to write a list of all the children's names, and next to that list you can put their contact phone number as well. So if the parent does go and you have any problem with any of the children there, you've got a phone number, you can call them, you let them know what's going on. The other thing to do is that when you write down their name on the list and you write down their phone number, have another sheet of paper with the sticky labels on. write down the name in a permanent marker, Sharpie pen or something, and then you can let the kids stick it on themselves. That way, while you're playing the game throughout the party, you know who everyone is, you know all the names, you're not having to continually ask, the names of your children's friends. So another good tip, and you can know who everyone is that way at the party. You've got the big list there, so you can always call if there's any problems or anything like that. Well, that's all we've actually got time for on this video. However, do not fret. If you have any unanswered questions, we have written a book called How to Plan the Perfect Children's Party. It goes over everything I've been through in a lot more detail, plus loads of other stuff, loads more information that it'll be really, really useful for you guys to know if you are planning your own children's party. And the great news is you can get this book for free. Yes, that's right, we're giving it away completely free. All you have to do, in the link at the bottom of this video, in the sort of text, there is a link. All you have to do, click the link, put in your email address, and we will send the book off to you within about 10 minutes of you filling in that form. Well recommend doing if you are planning your own children's party. If, however, you think, you know what, that sounds like an awful lot of hard work, I don't really fancy learning how to do the Macarena again, you can always hire Non-Stop Kids to come here and do it for you. If you do want to do that, our website is www.nonstopkids.co.uk. We are experts at what we do. Like I say, we do over 2,000 parties a year, and if you fancy getting us to come along and do it for you, we'd be more than happy. Give us a call and we can give you a quote today. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope it's been really useful for you, and I hope your children's party is an absolutely fantastic success. I'm Russell Leeds, and I'll see you all again soon.